I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host. We are fired up and ready to go this morning, keyed up like a flip. We've got to get the starting lineup on the field this morning. We got some stories for you. I know that Boomer had him an interesting morning this morning. I know that Sandee Lou is joining us on the live stream. But let's get everybody in here. The best exported product from Shelbyville, Kentucky since Colonel Sanders. He still watches his movies on VHS, impresses his wife with his mixtapes from the late 80s, early 90s, and is actually old enough to understand what it means to shake it like a Polaroid picture. The godfather of old souls, Boomer.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, buddy?
I'm better today. I feel better.
Good. Yesterday,
had a rough day yesterday.
Yesterday, you did not feel so hot.
I didn't want to be here. I want to be with y'all, but I did not want to be anywhere.
He said, I did not want to be here.
I was not feeling good. So.
Oh man, Sandee is looking at me crazy because I changed it up this morning. I apologize for that. It was not intentional.
You never do that.
I was just unprepared, and so instead of having bed music, you got my voice.
Well, we never know what to expect when we join you. So, we just go with the flow, man.
Well, you did a great job.
All right, good.
How are you this morning, Sandee Lou?
I am doing fantastic. Got my Roll Tide shirt on today. I'm
Yeah?
all excited. Yeah.
Well, Roll
Why not?
Tide.
Now, I'm telling you, Roll Tide.
Where's Will?
Come on, Boomer. Come on, Boomer. Come on.
Where's Will Hampson?
You cannot say that.
Will is hiding today. I asked him, I said, are you not going to join me over here? And he was like, oh, I will in a minute.
Yeah, I would, but
He's sitting across from me over there.
he said it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, exactly.
Producer
sort of-
Connor joining us this morning with a grand attitude. How are you, buddy?
It's not different than usual.
No, today was a little different. I'd like to tell everyone a story.
All right.
So
Story time.
Be my guest.
we are going to introduce a police officer appreciation event today that literally came to me as I drove in this morning and is unvetted and maybe very expensive for me, but is probably going to be awesome. And so there's a little risk involved in it because it's completely unknown, and I'm going to throw out – it's one of those things where you kind of throw down the gauntlet and then after the fact you hope it wasn't too much to bear kind of a thing. And so I said, Connor, I've got an idea. And he was like, okay. And I was like, I'm going to tell you. He was like, okay. And so I commenced to telling him. Told him my idea. For, I don't know, would you say 45 seconds to a minute?
Yes.
Of dead silence.
He didn't even
45 seconds.
He didn't even look at you.
He didn't look at me. He didn't think about looking at me. He wasn't interested in what I had to say. Nothing. And I guess he could feel 4 eyeballs burning holes in the backside of his head or the side of his head, and he looks over and goes, would you like my input?
Wow.
Like a robot.
And I was like, you know what? Nope. I was actually just talking to myself so that I could feel really stupid. Thank you.
Are you wanting a response?
Like, did you want conversation like human beings? Did you want human interaction? No.
To be fair,
Not at all.
I don't usually make conversation in the 10 minutes that I'm in a mad dash to get this show on the air.
Well, if you got here 20 minutes before the show started, you wouldn't have to dash so hard. Just a thought.
Connor, he's asking for more and more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Maybe he's saving everything for the show.
I didn't say that he needed to be here any earlier. I just said that if he got here earlier, he wouldn't have to dash as hard. That's a fact. I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him to get here earlier, so I'm not asking for more. I'm just, it's one of those moments where, as an older mentor of people, you put it out. You can only take them to the water, Sandee. You can't make them drink.
I know, but I love the high encouragement of, well, if you got here earlier.
Yeah, it's encouragement. That's exactly what it is.
His attitude changed a lot when you didn't show up that morning.
Oh yeah, no, I could hear the spunk in his voice. Let me tell you,
got him.
I could hear
like,
the spunk.
yeah.
He had a spark. He had a spark that morning, boy. I'm talking about my boy Connor was sparked.
It was a lot of fun.
I bet it was. I'm glad you.
He had the cover of me and Sandee. He was the one throwing the true jabs, and we'd kind of step in and protect him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm
He was
glad.
like, I was just going along with them. Like, that's all it was.
I'm glad you got to have that moment in the sun, Connor.
It was dark outside.
There he is. There he is. Well, I'm just thinking, hey, I'm glad you're here, buddy. I'm glad you're starting to come in and join us a little bit this morning, so that's good.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Well, I'm not more glad than I am. Huh? How about that? So, all right. Well, I mean, I guess, do we give it any further ado, or do we
Yeah,
need
I mean,
to
go
just
ahead.
jump?
It's your
do
money.
we- no, not that.
Oh, what my story?
Well, really, it's our money, but yeah, go ahead.
True, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's all of ours. I mean, really, the show. It's going to be the show, but. Anyways, do we want to dive
Yeah,
into the Waffle House
Yeah,
incident?
we can. I mean, Waffle
So,
House.
let me
I love
set
Waffle
this
House
up.
Stories.
Let me set this up by saying that I had to go to the gas station this morning because I don't have anything to drink in this office because apparently I'm incapable of going to the store at any time other than 4 in the morning. And so as I go to the store, the store is right next door to the Waffle House. For those of you that aren't familiar with our little area here in Athens. And so as I pull up, I usually look for Boomer's car. I didn't see it the last time I went, which was terrifying, but that was because he was already here. I thought maybe he had been delayed or something like that. And then so this time I definitely see his car, and I see a bunch of cop cars. And I'm like, well. So I don't know if you saw this or not. I actually drove my truck up to the Waffle House so that I could see through the window to make sure that you weren't like tangled up with some cops. Because to be fair, we have had one of our hosts, be pulled over in our parking lot before, and so
It was not me.
it was not
It was
Sandy.
not me.
It was not Sandy,
Yeah.
and it produced hilarious content because he also happened to be African American. And so it was a fantastic moment where we got to have fun with the Athens Police Department, and they actually ended up coming in, seeing the studio, and then we got turned around and give Eric a hard time that morning. So, anyways, I set it all up by saying you're tangled up with some cops at Waffle House,
Yes.
and then I called you because we'll talk about that in a moment. But I called you, and you was like, "Man, I can't wait to tell you about what happened. There were these guys," and I was like, "Stop, Boomer, stop." We got to talk about it on the air. I want to hear it for the first time on the air. So, for all of us listening, we are all sharing this experience for the very first time. With that, I turn the floor over to you.
Okay, so I'm sitting in the Waffle House. The cops are there, and I'm just kind of thinking, okay, they must be listening to our radio show because I asked for security the other day, and now they're here, so that was good. But as we're sitting there eating, and for those that maybe need to know the reference, the Waffle House is right at the exit to where you would get onto 65 North. Okay. So this truck is going and getting onto 65 North, and then all of a sudden you hear, skrrr! I mean, just like somebody had like a massive car accident. And so the cops, and we all look, just one truck. There's no wreck. The truck proceeds to back up off the interstate all the way down in front of the Shell and back into the Shell station. So here, this is a pretty long distance of someone backing up in the wrong lane. So the cops are just sitting there watching it going, well, this is interesting. They're like, well, he doesn't look like he's drunk because he's backing up really well. So they're thinking he's going to get gas. Maybe he forgot to get gas. I say audibly out loud, please, Lord, let this person come to the Waffle House. Because I'm thinking, here he does this, and he's pulling in, and he walks in with 3 police officers sitting there. Sure enough, he comes into the Waffle House, which was great. And I'm just watching and seeing what's happening, and they're, doing their due diligence as police officers, and they were, hey, good morning. And then one of them goes, well, that was quite impressive. The guy's like, yeah, man, we didn't know there was a Waffle House here, and we needed to eat.
Oh, my gosh.
And they were like, well, we're going to kind of be nice today. And I thought, what a great opportunity for cops to be nice.
Show their humanity.
Because they were like, well, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody out here. You did incredible at backing up. But they like kind of just said, enjoy your breakfast. The guy was just incredibly nervous because they asked him, where are you headed? And he said something that was south of here, and he was going north. And they're like, well, just enjoy your breakfast. But the guy definitely, him and his friend were not, you could tell they weren't drunk or any of that kind of stuff. But it was pretty impressive because I was just like, that was phenomenal that worked out where that guy is coming into the Waffle House. And you can tell as soon as he walked in, he's like,
Oh, snap.
Oh, man.
Welcome to the jungle.
we're in trouble. Yeah. But so then I was able to, before Zach had called, usually I tried, this isn't one of these things, but, I try to, every once in a while when I see some police officers that are there, I'll try to buy their breakfast or, do something. It's awesome because they get 50% off at Waffle House. So I
called you. I called you. If you guys will remember, Officer Mickey Hart brought us breakfast the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And so not just because they're police officers, but being police officers is enough. Don't get me wrong.
And wait.
But on
I've
top of
got
all
to
that,
interject. I have to interject right there because I got to thinking about him bringing breakfast. I'm sorry, but I have to say this. I'm a hairdresser. We love to eat. We love to, have our coffee, whatever. But yeah, I got to thinking about how he dropped breakfast off the other morning. And I thought, oh, I hope he drops breakfast off again. Wait, I'm not even there. I won't even get to enjoy it. I'm upset about that.
We'll bring
okay, you can continue.
Trying your best, but it never feels like enough.
No.
Oh,
no,
okay. I thought you reached to mute me.
But thank you for that wildly unrelated story to what I was about to say.
Oh, no, it was relatable.
We're gonna go to a break. We're gonna go to a break, and that way I'll finish my story after the break is over. That'll be less interruption than what just happened. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat with Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
In any home, cabinets are an instrumental part of your design. So, when you open your current cabinets, what instrument do they play? Wouldn't you rather they sounded like this? They can. It just takes one call to us.
Cabinet Express Online, North Alabama's premier cabinet supplier. Whether you want a complete custom kitchen or some of our RTA line, at Cabinet Express Online, you will get the most value out of your hard-earned money every time. Are you looking for framed or frameless? Either way, in no time at all, your dream kitchen can be a reality. And the only place you should trust to bring that dream to life is Cabinet Express Online. Schedule your free design consultation today with Cabinet Express Online. Call 256-289-7355. That's 289-7355. And online at CabinetExpressOnline.com. Design your custom kitchen today with Cabinet Express Online.
Though the world is full of wonders to amaze you as you roam, some of life's greatest treasures are found very close to home.
Find your own treasures at Highway 31 Flea Market. We have it all. Lots of furniture, both painted and project pieces, along with chairs, tables, televisions, books, and so much more. Our prices are unbeatable with products you'll love. Maybe you're looking for a bed frame or maybe some tools. You'll find a great selection right here at Highway 31 Flea Market. We also have all kinds of collectibles and antiques. Want even more deals? You can jump on board with our week-long online auctions, beginning every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's simple. You can join the auction at fleamarket.highbid.com. That's fleamarket.hibid.com. And be sure to visit us Monday through Saturday from 9 till 5 at Highway 31 Flea Market on Highway 31 South in Athens. What will you find when you shop Highway 31 Flea Market?
This is Mike 4 years ago. This is Mike having the same conversation with Debbie just last month. And today, he's at it again.
What's that, Mike?
I said our house is still underwater.
How do you know? Have you had it appraised lately?
Well, no.
Has the coronavirus made your life less financially stable? Are you worried about your next mortgage payment? Reed's Family REI is a family-based real estate investing company ready to buy your house for cash in any area or condition and close in 2 weeks. You don't have to fix it up. There's no agent fees, and we handle the closing costs. Selling a home can be very stressful, and Wyatt Reed and his team at Reed's Family REI will put together the best possible offer for your specific needs. Sell your home fast with Reed's Family REI. 931-292-2875. That's 931-292-2875. And online at reedsfamilyrei.org. Reeds Family REI. Creative real estate experts for all your buying or selling needs.
News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat with Boomer and the Beard. Who needs to hear this? Who needs to hear this morning? Man, I love starting off my morning like this. This is what I meant to do in the first segment when I completely forgot the music. We're so happy that you choose to join us every morning. We know that you have a choice when you pick your morning show and your morning content, and we are so thankful that you have chosen us. It truly is our privilege and honor to be on the radio with you every single day. I want to give a quick update for Eric. Eric texted me yesterday after the show. He was able to listen, and so he really enjoys and appreciates you guys and your prayers. And he said he could feel them yesterday, and so keep that up, guys. Keep praying for Eric. Eric is, like I told you yesterday. If you weren't with us yesterday or you didn't catch the podcast archives to get caught up on yesterday's show, one, you need to go to thehometownheartbeat.com and click on podcast at the top, and make sure you get those archives. You never want to be left behind on any of our content. But Eric, our Black Whiteian guest host, as he would say, he was in the hospital yesterday and waiting on heart test and kidney test results. He wanted me to update you guys. He's going to be there one more night. Kidneys look good. Something's crazy with the blood sugar and the pressure, but his breathing is back to normal, and things seem like they're on the mend. And so he said, keep sending the prayers. But thank you for what you've already sent up in his name. And so I just wanted to update you on that. So, okay, so I guess it's time for me to lay down the gauntlet that may or may not work out. So as I was mentioning before, Sandee decided to take us in a completely random direction that had nothing to do with what we were actually talking about. I was telling you that I'm kidding. It had something to do with what we were talking about, but very little. Probably not the right time for it, but it was okay.
Probably not.
It's okay, Sandee. Look, nonverbal cues are hard to get when we're in different rooms, and so even though we can see one another, you are like 10 feet away from me on a TV screen. We're gonna have to upgrade our monitor game, I think, is what we're gonna have to do. Which we don't have enough TVs in this studio to begin with. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. So I mean,
definitely not enough.
What's 8? It's just 8.
Just another number.
So, anyways, I had called Boomer to let him know that I wanted him to pay for those police officers' meals, and that I would take care of it, when he had let me know that he had already done it. And
he doubted my heart.
Yeah, and so no, I didn't doubt your heart. I just you don't necessarily know, like, if you were in Madison where you live, like, it would have been a no brainer. I wouldn't have even called you. But in Athens, like, you might not know the cops or whatever. There's that personal connection. Gotcha. And so just to be sure, I called you and let you know that I take care of that, and I'll take care of it. And you said, no need, already covered, which saved me some money, thankfully. But I didn't know they were half off, so he kind of got off cheap. But
yeah, their 3 breakfasts were cheaper than my breakfast.
Yeah, no, it was amazing.
So I was like, hey, well, cool.
So it gave me an idea. This would be the same idea that Connor no responded to and made me feel dumb over. It would be the same idea that may cost me an arm and a leg. But if you pay for a police officer's meal, if you are within the sound of my voice and you pay for a cop's meal, and you send me the receipt and a picture of you with the fine men and women of law enforcement, I will reimburse your meal.
Aww.
Now, this is a limited time offer.
You do have a heart.
Dang.
That's so sweet.
You're swinging pretty hard this morning, Sandy.
And the Grinch's heart grew.
You're swinging pretty hard this morning.
I'm liking being in a different
I was
studio.
just going to invite all of the Limestone Police Department to go to Ruth Chris tonight.
Yeah. I think there needs to be some. First of all, it is a limited time offer. It's not going to be, because I was talking to Boomer about it, and he was like, "Well, it's a great idea, but what if you do it for a month and it gets really expensive, and then you don't do it anymore? You're going to be a jerk." And I'm like, "No. It's a limited time offer. It's for the next 2 weeks, for the next 14 days." Anyone who pays and $50 or less, $50 max on the. I mean, that's a lot of that's a lot of money for a meal. I mean, you go anywhere and eat for $50.
Well, I wouldn't put a max on it. I'll match it, and we'll just see what happens.
Okay, high five. No max. Look at that.
No max.
He does have a heart.
Oh, I knew Boomer had a heart. Zach, I love you.
Remember that
I
nice
really
phone
do.
call you made to me yesterday, and you were just so nice, and so let's not right, Sandy, I have an idea. You know, the big part of the show that people love about us is that we're genuine. Right now, you're playing a character on the radio, because you know I have a big freaking heart.
No, I do know, and I
And
did
that's
call
not
you
a fun. It's
yesterday
not
and
funny.
tell you.
It's not funny when
I
you
did.
make fun of my heart. You can make
I'm
fun of
not
everything
making
else,
fun.
but I'm not a mean person. You're
Okay,
making me
look,
sound really
I'm-
mean right now, Sandy.
I'm trying to tell everyone that you really do have a heart. You are such a big teddy bear with a gruff appearance on the outside, but
Well,
it
now
is
we're making
honestly
jokes about how ugly I am. Good Lord.
No, I'm just saying that you do have a heart, and yes, I did call you yesterday and tell you thank you so much for what you've done.
And,
So see, there it is. It's out there
He does have
now.
a heart. So
He does
thank you,
have a heart.
Sandy. I feel slightly better than.
Well, I mean,
You're
we've heard all the softball stories where you've almost killed people. And
Well, okay, but
and
in all
Zacchaeus
fairness-
comes
Thank you,
out.
Boomer.
There's a
Well,
couple
but
of stories.
Zacchaeus doesn't have a heart.
Boomer.
Zacchaeus doesn't have a heart. That's not me.
That's a part of you.
Well, it's little me. So, anyways, back to my.
So match the
story.
cops.
We will buy. And Lenny Fromer, one of our listeners, he said he's happy to do it for a shirt. I said, well, that's fine. You have your choice. That's fine. I'll do that. You'll have your choice of either some swag or reimbursement. We'll do it for the next 14 days, and it will see. What I really need to do is I need to gauge how much this is going to cost me. If we're being honest, right? So
No,
we're going to do it.
I wouldn't even do that.
No. What
We're
I'm
doing
saying,
it.
no. I
Cost
know.
is not an option.
Listen, Boomer. I know. Being old is hard of hearing, but what I'm saying is we're going to do it for a limited time. It doesn't mean we won't expand the time frame.
Yeah.
But we need to do it for a short period just to figure out what
How about let's do
what
it
it looks like
through Thanksgiving?
No, we're going to do it for 14 days, like I've already
Oh,
said.
okay.
Thank you for that. But we're going to do it for 2 weeks, and then that doesn't mean we won't extend it after that. We just need to wrap our mind around what it looks like, is what I'm trying to say. And so for the next 2 weeks, if you buy a cop's meal, you have to do two things. One, you have to take a picture with the officers and tell them what you're doing, right? You got to say, Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard, 92.5 on WVNN every morning. This is their program. They're reimbursing meals for all law enforcement that gets paid for by listeners, right? So you got to tell them that so that they know who we are. You got to take a picture with them, and you got to email me or Facebook me or whatever the picture and the receipt of the meal. If you do those two things, you'll have your choice between swag and trust me, if you do 35, if you do $35-$40 for a meal, I'm not just going to send you a T-shirt. Just to be clear, like, we're going to make it worth it, okay? You might even get a beard mask. Man, they're so freaking cool. I got them in the other day. Or I'll just send you reimbursement. How does that sound?
Great deal.
I think it's a good idea.
Connor, what do you think?
Wait. It'll take 60 seconds to respond and then respond. Do you want my input? Okay.
You notice how he sat back from he's waiting. He's taking the time. He's
literally timing it out. He's timing it out. Making me
I
feel
hope he comes
stupid
back with
yet
like
again.
Yes.
Connor's 2 for 2 this morning, which is better
I
than I
love
did in
it.
softball.
Ooh, Connor, the anticipation. He's still watching his watch.
I think it's a good idea.
There.
I love Connor.
Yeah, we all do.
Hey, I have a question real quick.
Okay. If you can get it in before the break.
Absolutely. Robert Allen, why did you put on Facebook, just got on, why is Sandee there? What do you mean, why is Sandee there?
Yeah, that's a confusing.
Come on, man.
Maybe he meant, why isn't Sandee there? Maybe he forgot the.
Or why are you there where you're at?
Yeah. Maybe he's asking, why are you over there?
Possibly.
Don't be rude, Sandee. You're listening to Hometown
Have a heart.
Heartbeat with Boomer and the Beard. I am the Beard. We will be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat. This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. News starts now.
U.S. intelligence officials say they've uncovered foreign interference into U.S. elections with a breach of American voter data information. The director of national intelligence, John Ratcliffe, says Iran and Russia are behind it.
We are aware that they have obtained some voter information just as they did in 2016.
Sources tell ABC News that data was obtained through local and state databases, with Iran sending fake emails trying to intimidate voters. The Senate Judiciary Committee expected to move up a vote this morning to advance the Supreme Court nomination of Amy Coney Barrett to the Senate. That after reports Democrats may try to boycott that session. Last-minute preps underway for tonight's final presidential debate in Nashville, Tennessee. President Trump and Joe Biden facing off 12 days before Election Day. And after 6 months at the International Space Station, American astronaut Chris Cassidy and 2 Russians returned to Earth, landing in Kazakhstan and greeted by mask-wearing crew members in this pandemic. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
If your computer stopped working, your business will grind to a standstill. This is Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. For my friends over at Simple Helix, the cost of a full-time IT department is really just unreasonable. Call Simple Helix today at 256-975-4758. They never take a vacation and cost far less than a full-time employee or staff. This new normal we live in has us working from home and remoting in all the time, so 24-hour support is more important than ever. Reliable and safe access for you and your employees doesn't get more simple than Simple Helix. 256-975-4758. That's 975-4758. Tell them the Beard sent you.
Karen's a quilter.
Karen's Quality Quilts. Quality custom quilts quickly.
How's the quilting business, Karen?
Kind of quiet. My quest to quadruple my quilting sales has created a quagmire.
Can I be candid, Karen?
Okay.
You need a website that can encompass the quality of your quilts.
I know quilts, but I know no computers. They're confusing.
But there are people who know coding like you know quilting.
Who's that?
I'm glad you asked. Web Underdog creates websites that don't just catch the eye, they catch customers. And they're as user-friendly for you as they are for your clients. We build high-quality, clean, well-coded, custom designs for organizations of all sizes that are affordable, professional, and specially made for your brand and visitors. Outside of responsive web design, Web Underdog also offers search engine optimization, website management, and so much more. Give your business the professional touch and contact Web Underdog for a free web design quote. Call 256-998-0667. That's 998-0667 and online at webunderdog.com. Web Underdog, your local web design and SEO agency.
Friendship Church Harvest Fest is this weekend at our 3 campuses. Saturday, our North Campus in Elkmont will have a drive-through trunk-or-treat from 5 to 7 p.m. Our Cambridge campus in East Limestone will have games, food, and inflatable trunk-or-treat and more from 6 to 8 p.m. On Sunday, our main campus on Lucas Ferry Road will have games, inflatable food, live music from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. This is a safe and fun event for the whole family. Visit friendshipumc.org for more information.
News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN.
Okay. You know, we've talked about this a ton of times on this show about how I don't do well at like giving up control bed music is one thing that I've retained a pretty strong grip on. As you could tell this morning by the first you
got a good grip on it.
Break. I didn't even have bed music when we started the show, and so I'm working on figuring out how to turn that over. And apparently, each person wants one shot at it, and then they want it taken away.
Very timely.
Grinch. Yeah, very timely. I'll show you a Grinch.
I do have a question with the tips.
Trying your best, but it never feels like enough.
Oh my goodness.
So, like when you're at a restaurant and you're tipping, what is big-hearted Zach? What is your go-to standard? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. What is your go-to? I wasn't meaning to play. My computer took over itself. What's your go-to? Like if someone's there, you just like standard 15%, no matter how they are.
No.
Do you grade them literally? And
no, I tip really big all the time.
Okay.
Unless, let me back up. No, I really am. Like my wife will be like, "Did you just tip $25?" I'll be like, "Yeah." She's like, "The bill was like $35." It's like they did a really good job. But by the same token, if you are not it is based on, like I'm never gonna tip poorly unless you're just awful, and if I do, it's still gonna be a minimum of 15%. Let me back up. I've done 10. I've done 10% for terrible service. But, like, I've been in this. Oh, okay. Let me tell you a story. When I was in college, when baseball was over for me, when they had removed my scholarship for being an idiot, I decided I needed to work because I was tired of being broke. And see, when I was playing baseball, my parents, we had an agreement. As long as I was playing baseball and I had good grades and I was keeping up my end of the bargain, I was very blessed that my parents were able to support me financially, make sure I had gas money and things that I needed and stuff like that. As I've told you on the show many times, my parents were not the type to just let things continue on. They did. I mean, my father kicked me out of the house, which was the best thing that ever happened to me. So we've talked about that on the show pretty openly, and so you guys kind of know the parents that I had, and so they're very blessed, took care of me very well when I wasn't, or when I was doing what I was supposed to. However, when I wasn't, they also took care of me like they were supposed to. And so I ended up at Colton's Steakhouse in Searcy, Arkansas. For those of you that have ever been to Searcy, Arkansas, you'll know Colton's because it's the only place where everyone wears all their clothes when they go in to eat. Shoes and shirts are actually required. Not many places like that in Searcy. But this place is a pretty nice steakhouse. Like, I mean, it's like the equivalent of if you've ever been to like maybe a Saltgrass. Have you ever been to Saltgrass?
I have not.
Are you serious? You are missing out. Or I mean,
what is that?
It's higher than, it's above a Logan's. Like it's the next step above like a Logan's or you know, maybe like an Outback-ish kind of in level, right? And so as you would imagine, I was pretty good at service, like really good at, I mean, I'm making people laugh and enjoying it and all that. But you also can tell I have a very short fuse for stupid people. And so I was in there, and I had these two people come in. It was a husband and a wife. Now, remember, I said this was one of the only establishments in town that required shirts and shoes. So to illustrate the type of place that I was in, White County, Arkansas is the meth capital of the world. Okay? Just a heads up. So pretty backwoods redneck Arkansas. These folks came in, and it was their anniversary. And like they had asked me to sing them a song, and I had just gone, because they were ordering everything on the menu. Going to be a big ticket, big tip. So, I mean, I'm talking about I went all out. I sang them a song like I did. I performed for, I'm talking about everything they asked me to do. The bill was $99 and some change. The man left a $100 bill.
Just round it up.
And said, as he walked away, he tapped me on the back and said, "Hey, man, you keep the change."
Oh, no, he did not.
Now, at the time, I did not know what the ticket was. I just thought, heck yeah, I'll keep the change. There's probably $50 in there. After all, they spent $100, and I sang a song to him. I mean, literally, like I sang to his wife. I serenaded his wife in the middle of Colton's Steakhouse in Searcy, Arkansas, where we were the only establishment where you had to wear your shirt and shoes to get in. And when I saw the amount of tip in the little black leather foldy thingy, as you can imagine, made me quite upset.
Yeah.
Maybe he was jealous that you sung to his wife.
I initiated a pursuit.
I was thinking that.
Well, he asked me to, so I would hope.
Okay.
I would hope not, considering he was like, "Hey, man, can you sing a song for us?" It's like, had no idea if I could sing or not. Thank God. Anyways, I initiated a pursuit of the perpetrators of such rudeness.
What?
And as I entered the parking lot, rage took over, and I said, "You can keep your own freaking change."
Ooh.
And I threw the change at their vehicle.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Needless to say, that was my last day at Colton Steakhouse, and my and it was also the day that I realized that the service industry was probably not for me.
Not for you. Well, this story.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
This story out of Massachusetts, the opposite end. A lady in Massachusetts was eating at the Kodo Grill and Sushi.
I'm sorry, did you say Kodo?
Kodo.
Kodo.
Kodo, Koto Grill
Koto.
And Sushi in Salem, Massachusetts.
Koto.
Restaurant manager was bringing food delivered to the table, and the woman had ordered fried rice. When it came out, she said, "I don't want this. This is not worth $10. So things kind of escalated. She had a large group, and, a lot of times when you go out to a large group, they'll throw down like a mandatory, 15% for the large table because they know that sometimes people won't tip. Well, once this lady saw that, rang up the order, she ran up, grabbed the lady, shoved her against the wall, and slapped her repeately in the face for trying to add a 15% gratuity to the table. So, a little opposite side of that there, but yeah. Fried rice, not worth $10. So yeah, the restaurant industry.
You like fried rice, egg roll, slap in face?
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Fried rice, egg roll, slap in face.
Luckily, the whole interaction was on video.
Oh.
So she will be arrested for assault over $10 fried rice and
cuffed
$15.
And stuffed over the fried rice. That's what I'm talking about.
That is ridiculous.
That is hilarious.
So what would you have done if homeboy would have said, "Here's the tip and a couple back slaps to the jaw there"? Would that have been good for you? Or?
There was a period of time in this country where when people were, and I think this is so relevant to the time we live in today, you got a bunch of these idiots running around acting a fool, setting buildings on fire, and there was a time in this country where men from the community would take people like that and whoop their A straight up, and I think our country is missing that. So, I look, I've whooped some A's. I've also had my A whooped. You gotta look. I lived a very different life for a lot of years, and trust me, if you're gonna live in that world, everybody's like, "Oh, you so big and bad and tough." I bet you. No, trust me, you're gonna get your A whooped. If you're in the business of A whoopings, you're gonna take them and give them, right? Yeah. But I guarantee you, the world would be a lot better place if men all over the world would stand up in their own community and whoop some A's. If an A needs whooping,
agree.
And some mamas too.
Yes.
And some mamas too. I was going to say, chivalry is dead nowadays, and that's one of the things I'm trying to teach my son is that he needs to open the doors for women. He needs to stand up for his sisters. He needs to be a man at the age of 5. But, I'm trying to instill those habits into him so that when he does get older, he will know how to react to things around him. And women, the same thing. Let men open the door for you. There is nothing wrong with a man opening the door for you. In fact, I absolutely love it, but I'm the first one to say, hey, I will try my best to do exactly what you do. I'm not like, oh, I can do exactly what my man can do and better, but I will get out there and try. It goes on both sides. So.
Well, we're lacking
that
true.
Really irritates me.
We're lacking true consequences.
Yes.
You know, where I'll be out in a rrestaurant, I'll hear a kid talk back to their mom, and I kind of duck and wince because I would think that would be the time I would have been slapped.
Exactly. No, I freak. Like, I have secondhand embarrassment for the kid who's about to get his, and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
My son, like, I don't even have to say anything.
Yeah.
I'm just like, and I give him this look. If you're not watching the live stream, if you are, you can see my look right now. I'm like, and I give him this look. He's like, no, daddy, no, daddy, no, daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
mm-hmm.
Okay, then you know you need to stop. All right, listen. Have you joined our Bearded Bonanza yet? If not, you need to. We are giving away $250. We're giving away Loco Dumpling Design cornhole boards. We're giving it all away. We're giving away probably about $700 worth of prizes. All you have to do is go to thehometownheartbeat.com. That would be www.thehometownheartbeat.com and click on the button there at the top that says Bearded Bonanza. Click on that, follow the link, it'll take you a whole total of 2 minutes, and you'll be in the running to win. Also, make sure you follow us on social media, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and make sure you get in there and subscribe to the podcast. Let's go to a break. When we come back, man, we got a debate tonight. We've got a debate tonight. And there's Ghost in Athens. We're going to talk about that when we return.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
You go as hard as you can. And then a little harder.
And then it was like I stepped funny, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I could barely walk on it.
Okay, let's take a look.
At Lang Chiropractic, we'll help your sports performance and your overall health by improving your range of motion, flexibility, relieving inflammation, and so much more. Focusing to improve your health and wellness in all areas of your life. Whether you're having trouble with back pain, neck pain, or just want to start feeling better when you wake up in the morning, Dr. David Lang is focused on a whole person approach, finding those underlying causes and creating a personalized plan for your individual needs. Schedule your visit by calling 256-444-1600. That's 444-1600. At Lang Chiropractic on Highway 72 East in Athens in the Publix Shopping Center. Visit us online at langchiropracticcenter.com. Lang Chiropractic, we've got your back. Come see us today.
You don't need a diet. That's work. You don't need a stylist. They're overrated. And you don't need to hang out with older or fatter people just to seem better in comparison either. All you need are these masters of video production. They'll make you look good.
Make your videos look good with Cotton Row Productions, the official live stream provider of Hometown Heartbeat and The Dale Jackson Show. We can handle events, church live streams, and your digital advertising. Call Cotton Row Productions today, 256-289-7355. That's 289-7355.
What's better than pizza? That's right, nothing. Well, maybe except for the many ways you can eat it. I like thinner crust. Oh, and with a side of ranch. Mm-hmm.
I'll take mine with a pretty crazy assortment of toppings. Thousands. With a side of wings. Hot ones.
Pizza. It's a beautiful thing and found all over the world. But for your slice of the pie here locally, you want to try Donato's Pizza in Madison. Enjoy our famous pizzas loaded with edge-to-edge toppings, 100 slices of pepperoni, the family recipe sausage, fresh hand-cut veggies, and premium cheeses like our aged smoked provolone. You'll notice the Donato's difference. But why stop there? We also offer subs, calzones, wings, and desserts. Don't keep eating those same old leftovers. Make tonight a Donato's night with Donato's Pizza on Madison Boulevard in Madison. Call 256-772-6789. That's 772-6789. And online at Donatos.com. Donato's Pizza, where every piece is important.
Where is your haircut gone? We know you don't get out as much. You don't drive by your regular sport clips and pop in for that MVP haircut experience that is so much more than a haircut. But isn't it worth getting out for? For that legendary hot steam towel for your face, massaging shampoo that makes you melt into your seat. Oh man, you remember that, right? We found your haircut. It's right where you left it. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. Depend on it.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters in Athens.
That felt really weird. I didn't really like the way that felt, to be honest with you.
I liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was great.
Well, we have an interview at 6:30 this morning with a member of the Southern Ghost Girls.
No way.
Yep.
I'm so excited.
All right. Oh, my goodness.
I'm so excited.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I'm so excited. And Sandy just can't hide it.
Exactly. And I know.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
I was really liking that. I want to do it.
Why? Hold on a minute. Why are you so? Okay. We need to park it right here for a second.
Why?
What about the Southern Ghost Girls is exciting you?
I love them. I think they are.
First of all, how do you know them?
Well, because they've done a couple of things here in Athens, and one of my clients had told me about them, and I thought, I'm going to just follow them and see. I really do think that it's sort of funny about what they do and how they go into all these different buildings and everything. Now, do I believe in ghosts? Not really, but I have seen some things.
Not really, or no?
I'm on the fence about it. Like, I know that there are things out there, but I feel like they're evil.
You know that there are what things out there specifically?
Like spirits.
But you're talking about biblically.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, probably not like in the sense of like ghost.
What's the difference between a ghost and a spirit?
Well, a ghost is...
I'm asking, not trying to like understand.
Well, a ghost is something that we make up. That doesn't actually exist. A spirit, you're not going to see. A spirit's going to indwell a person, right? It's going to indwell a human being and present in different ways that, like, paranormal. I'm not saying paranormal doesn't exist, okay? I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Paranormal activity. Sandy's look right now is unbelievable.
I'm just like, I've got so many questions in my head, but that's okay.
So,
yeah.
Well, look, I mean, what I'm trying to say is we're not going to get a night vision camera and see the ghost of Christmas past walking around an antique building, okay? That's what I'm saying. But that being said, this Saturday, the ghost tours are in Athens. And do you know whose building they're touring?
Is it yours?
That would be correct. The Gray and Holt building would be the site of the ghost. Would you like to go, Sandy?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get you some tickets. That's easy.
So what would you do if your building that you own is haunted?
Well, first of all, I would laugh hysterically. One, and I told them that. So, but anyways, not to be like they're kind of a big deal, I guess.
Yeah.
They've been on TV. They have a TV show that they've been on, and they've done a lot of stuff in Athens. So I say all that to say that the Southern Ghost Girls will be joining us this morning to promote the event at Gray and Holt, which is my building downtown on the square. They will be doing a paranormal investigation in the building there, and you can get tickets to that. We'll talk more about that as we kind of go, but yeah, so that they'll be joining us. That was just supposed to be a quick promo, and then Sandy was like, "Oh, I love them."
Sorry, I was just excited.
Would you embrace it more if there was a bearded ghost?
No.
It could be very marketable.
It wouldn't exist, so there's that.
Just a floating beard?
Hey, I do have a story about a ghost.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, I do. And it happened, like, to me.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this
You
message.
want to hear it?
I would love to.
Okay. So in the house that we used to live in, out in Elkmont area, So my husband has a conference that he goes to every year, and we sort of use that as a little vacation opportunity. We were in Montana, and our girls stayed home by themselves. And this has not been that long ago. And we have cameras set up in the house so we can watch the girls, make sure that everything's okay, all that kind of stuff. And my husband had to go to a meeting that one night while we were in Montana. And I thought, I'm just going to, get on the cameras and check out, see what the girls are doing and talk to them a little bit. And so I turned it on. Nobody was at home, but they've got it's got that little light that you can see, the night vision and everything. So I'm sitting there watching it, and there are literally there are orbs, what's called orbs, jumping all around the house. And they were jumping from the back of the couch. Oh, wait. They were jumping off of the back of the couch onto the floor. Well, we had three cats in that house, and they all passed away for health reasons. And so I thought, oh, okay, that's not a big deal. If it is an orb, it's probably just the cats. And then I'm sitting there watching. We had a sunroom that came in off of the back porch, and it, we have a couch sitting in front of that doorway, or we did. And then my daughter's bedroom was off on that side. And I'm sitting there watching everything, and I literally, you're not going to believe this, but I literally see a figure walk in from that back room, stand behind the couch, and turn and go towards my daughter's bedroom. And now my daughter had been having really bad dreams, and she couldn't sleep at night and stuff like that. So, as soon as we got home, your girl here was anointing the doorway, because I do believe that if you do see ghosts, they are evil presences. I do believe that if you do see those, they are evil. They are not of the heavenly realm. And I was anointing that girl's door. We prayed scripture over her room, and it was needless to say, the chills on my back were crazy. It was really creepy.
And in other news, the other day when I was deer hunting, I saw Bigfoot.
You're so funny.
I thought so.
You're so funny.
I'm going to probably let you handle the interview. Maybe they'll let you be an honorary ghost girl.
Oh. I would be so excited.
Okay. Well, we're going to make that happen on the interview. That's going to happen.
Connor, what do you think about ghosts of
yes,
cats?
I saw Connor's
cat ghost.
I saw Connor's beautiful look that he had over here that Sandee could not see. See, the difference is Connor can control what she can see and not see, and so he was giving you a look that was not very respectful.
Connor.
I was trying to figure out the right level of snark to respond.
Level 100, preferably.
But you like cats, but you don't like.
I thought you were on my side.
Not when it comes to orbs.
Cat orbs?
Well,
the ghost of cats past.
Honestly, we had a cat that slept on the back of the couch all the time,
and that orb just killed it. The orb got it. You said the cat passed away, and then you started talking about orbs, and so the only connection I can tie there is the orb killed the cat.
Passed away a long time before that.
So then, are we talking? Was the orb the ghost of the cat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
It was a little bouncy ball.
Yes. At least you didn't have to worry about hairballs anymore.
Soon she will have a ghost of a hamster.
Yeah. Lightning McQueen's ghost will haunt the house. So Connor, let us come back to you, buddy. What are your thoughts on ghosts?
I'm not a big believer in ghosts.
Do you know why? Because you're incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that are, and in fact,
are they going to be going to the tour?
They might. Would they usually go to that haunt walk that we have in town?
Yeah, that's what.
It's the same thing.
That's
part of it. Yeah.
Okay. My friend's dad is actually Harrison, who calls him the show.
Yeah, our weatherman
is Shane Black, who does that tour around the downtown area.
The city attorney.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, good to tie things together.
Okay, yeah.
So continue.
So that there's his dad is a super. He's kind of a jokester, and he's tried to. Like when we were young and having sleepovers or whatever, he'd try to pull stuff on us, make us think that there were ghosts in the house. and I was always the skeptic of the bunch. And they were screaming like little girls, and I was over here like, come on, guys. In fact, there was one time we were maybe 8, and we were all upstairs in Harrison's house in his little bonus room area, and there was not a clock up there. And we're staying up really late, and this is the first time we're really staying up late, and we're like, we want to know how late it is. And I was the only one brave enough to go downstairs to look at the clock.
That's because ghosts don't exist. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat on the Boomer and the Beard right here on News Talk 770 AM 925 FM WVNN, and we will be right back.
WVNN Athens, WVNN FM Trinity, a Cumulus station. It's 6 o'clock. News starts now.
From ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe, along with FBI Director Christopher Wray, saying Iran and Russia accessed voter information and attempted to meddle in the U.S. electoral process, gaining access to that information in attempts to push disinformation.
ABC News learning that both countries obtained the information through state and local election data systems.
This data can be used by foreign actors to attempt to communicate false information to registered voters that they hope will cause confusion.
Officials say Iran has already used the information to contact voters.
If you receive an intimidating or manipulative email in your inbox, don't be alarmed and do not spread it.
Ratcliffe said the warning is not a partisan issue.
ABC's Faith Abube. In several hours, GOP leaders expected to take a vote to advance the Senate Judiciary Committee's vote on President Trump's Supreme Court nominee.
Senate Judiciary Republicans say they'll now vote on whether to advance Amy Coney Barrett's nomination shortly after 9 a.m. when the committee convenes on Thursday. The change comes in response to Senate Judiciary Democrats who said they plan on boycotting the vote, and in their chairs will be poster-sized pictures of Americans that they say will be crushed by Barrett potentially casting the deciding vote on the Affordable Care Act. The vote was originally scheduled for 1 p.m. Mark Remillard, ABC News.
The CDC issuing a new warning about the risks of exposure to the virus. The agency issued new guidance on its definition of close contact, warning that people who spend 15 minutes total within 6 feet of an infected person over the course of 24 hours should consider quarantining. Disease specialist Dr. Yvonne Maldonado.
Exposure to individuals in close contact within 6 feet is cumulative rather than just one event.
You're listening to ABC News.
We've all heard it. Eat healthy. But what does eating healthy mean? Sure, there are countless diets out there, but they contradict each other. Yet all experts agree we should eat a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. Whole fruits and vegetables are the perfect fuel to power the cells in your body, giving you the stamina you need to handle your day-to-day activities. And that's what Balance of Nature is. Whole fruits and vegetables delivered to you in a convenient capsule form for only 22 cents a serving. Our proprietary blend has no additives or fillers, just the full nutritional value of a variety of 31 different fruits and vegetables. Balance of Nature provides you with a natural energy boost without a caffeine crash, a 3 o'clock slump, or an early bedtime. Experience the Balance of Nature difference for yourself by going to balanceofnature.com or by calling 1-800-2468-751 and use discount code FRUITS.
Both of the
No two of us are exactly alike. That's why you need a financial advisor with the freedom to focus on the details that make your life your own. Your family, the challenges you face, the dreams that inspire you. Whatever your goals, you need an advisor that can create a plan uniquely tailored to you. That's life well planned. To learn more, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Dustin Haraway, 256-705-0300. Located in downtown Huntsville. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc. Member FIRNA SIPC.
Thank you all for your support. This has been a great example of how we can come together. And to show our thanks, we provided these commemorative t-shirts for everyone.
Everyone? What? I only ordered enough for staff.
Are you kidding me?
How's it look?
Houston, we have a problem.
Aardvark Tees is the source for the t-shirts that you really want, specializing in local custom printing for businesses, civic groups, clubs, and churches, providing the right t-shirts and the right graphics in all sizes from youth to 5XL. Brand your group in style with t-shirts from Aardvark Tees. We also do custom printing for youth groups, school clubs, corporate team building, and more. T-shirts are even great for family reunions. For high-quality prints and a variety of styles, call or message Aardvark Tees for your printing needs today. Call 256-732-4743. That's 732-4743. Or visit them online at aardvarktees.com. Aardvark Tees, the t-shirts you want for all your needs.
This is Mike 4 years ago. This is Mike having the same conversation with Debbie just last month. And today, he's at it again.
What's that, Mike?
I said, but our house is still underwater.
How do you know? Have you had it appraised lately?
Oh, well, no.
Has the coronavirus made your life less financially stable? Are you worried about your next mortgage payment? Reed's Family REI is a family-based real estate investing company ready to buy your house for cash in any area or condition and close in 2 weeks. You don't have to fix it up. There's no agent fees, and we handle the closing costs. Selling a home can be very stressful, and Wyatt Reed and his team at Reed's Family REI will put together the best possible offer for your specific needs. Sell your home fast with Reed's Family REI. 931-292-2875. That's 931-292-2875. And online at reedsfamilyrei.org. Reed's Family REI. Creative real estate experts for all your buying or selling needs.
770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. Depend on it.
Five minutes past 6 o'clock. You're listening to Boomer and the Beard here on Hometown Heartbeat. We are just wired up, ready to go. We're excited to be here with you, and I want to thank each and every one of you for choosing to listen to us every single morning. If you haven't, be sure. Be sure to go and check out the Bearded Bonanza at thehometownheartbeat.com. You can win $250, about $700 in prizes being given away. All you got to do is go to thehometownheartbeat.com and make sure you click on the Bearded Bonanza, follow the link, and off you'll go. You'll win money, cash money, straight cash, homie. You'll win cornhole boards from Loco Dumpling Designs, t-shirts, towels from My Pillow. We got all kinds of stuff we're giving away, and all you got to do is answer 2 questions. So make sure you go to thehometownheartbeat.com and go to Bearded Bonanza. You will be entered to win mucho dinero. That's Espanol because I'm bilingual. What's funny, Boomer?
You being bilingual.
Well, I mean.
Are you?
Yeah. Let's comer some at comida.
What does that mean?
Eat some food. That's all I know how to say. Right. No, what's funny is I actually can understand the Spanish very well. I just don't speak it very well. So when we're in Central America, I do lots of listening and understanding, but not very much talking. I know a lot. I know how to get myself into trouble and not how to get myself out of it. Yeah. So, anyways.
Sandy, are you afraid of ghosts? When we talked about that earlier, they're coming in. Are you like, is there a fear of ghosts? No. Hold on a second. Yeah.
Sorry. It calls for me to hit a button, and yeah, I didn't do that. But no, I'm not really scared. I don't know, because I'm on the fence about believing if they are real or if they're not. I know that if there are things like that, again, I say that they are evil, but I mean, I don't know.
Because we talked about fears and phobias earlier in the week.
Mm-hmm.
I know I told you guys that I was not afraid of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of something now.
What is that? Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton.
So a story out of Thailand. A lady was
Bill Cosby.
Oh my!
A lady was sitting on a toilet in Thailand.
Okay.
And she was finishing up her business on the toilet when she was bit on the butt.
I don't even want to talk about it. By a snake.
Oh.
By a 7-foot python.
No.
That bit her on the butt, and then when she reached down to feel it, it bit her on the hand.
Oh, my word.
So there's my fear. I have one now.
Yeah.
I will never number 2 it the same ever again.
No. I will be.
I don't do snakes.
Everything. Nope.
7 foot.
That's a big one. I don't know how that joker got in the toilet. I mean, they must have bigger pipes than we've got. Or something.
She was allowed to go home because it was not a venomous snake. She was given antibiotics for infections because there can be certain infections in snakes' teeth. The husband locked the bathroom door and called the animal rescuers.
With her in there, or
no?
Oh, okay.
They let her out. But then here's the thing.
Welcome to the Hunger Games.
So you're animal guy.
What?
I mean, you like animals, but then you also kill animals
what
too.
What am I like?
You're a
Steve
woodsman?
Irwin, or an outdoorsman?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the animal, the python, came out of the toilet, and then they placed it back in the wild to let him go. What would you do on that one? You cool with letting the python go, or would python be some new Zach boots?
Yeah, we'd have python everything. We'd be eating it, skinning it, wearing it, whatever you can do with a python.
I just don't think I'll ever use the bathroom the same ever again.
You know, there was a story out of Texas a while back of something very similar to that was quite terrifying. I'm not going to lie to you. When I go to Central America, I definitely check the pooper before I sit down. No question about it. You just never know what animal could be in there, and it's for men, there's more at risk there, if you know what I'm saying. And so
more bait.
What do you mean, Zach?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying there's a target there.
Here we
that
go.
Is,
be careful.
that
be
is,
careful.
That is non-existent with the other gender sitting on the
bait,
toilet. Unless the other gender identifies in it. Never mind. I want to address something here.
Get us out of that one.
Because Troy Aikman identifies as a patriot, and I want to make sure that we give him his due here. So we talked about earlier in the week the flyover, and we played the audio from that. Connor, can you pull that up again, please? The Joe Buck, Troy Aikman flyover audio. I'd like to hear that one more time because I feel like I misrepresented something. So let's go ahead and listen to that. Partner. All right. So I think we misdiagnosed what happened here.
I don't.
I do.
Okay.
So the more that I've dove into this, and I've listened to a bunch of different talk radio hosts talk about this, and I've listened to Joe Buck's not Joe Buck. Joe Buck hasn't made a statement. Troy Aikman has made a statement. Troy Aikman is very much a conservative, first of all. He's made that clear. Second of all, he came out and said, I am an unwavering patriot, but I thought it was a little bit odd to have a flyover over a mostly empty stadium, okay? I've also found out some more information about flyovers, how they work, how they happen, all that stuff. So these people are going to practice anyways. We talked about it, right? They're going to fly, they're going to practice, so they can either do it over some desert in the middle of nowhere or they can fly over a stadium. Sometimes they have to train in airspace that is over a city or whatever. Like, they have to knock that off their training list. So they're going to fly over anyways. Troy Aikman, and they may think it is a waste of jet fuel. We had no issue with that. Remember, the only thing I didn't have an issue with, or the only thing I had an issue with, was the Biden-Harris comment. And now listening to it and talking to, or hearing some people talk about it, there is some friction between Joe Buck and Troy Aikman in this clip that we missed. Okay, Joe Buck is a flaming liberal. All right, we've got that. That's a non-starter. That's a fact. We know that. Troy Aikman is seemingly conservative, based on. I mean, he did come out last year and say he voted for. In 2016, he said he voted for Trump. Yada yada yada. So now he's not endorsing. I wish he would have clarified a little bit more. But I think here's what happened. Here's my diagnosis. They were talking about it may be a big waste of fuel. And I bet it does feel weird doing a flyover over a stadium with like 8,000 people in it, 10,000 people in it. That's a weird thing, right? Like, I get it when there's 100,000 people there and it's packed or whatever, but it may seem a little bit odd. I get that. And then Joe Buck comes back with his little liberal dig. There's your tax dollars at work. Because if you'll remember, Obama killed flyovers. He stopped them because it was a pawn a political pawn he used when he didn't get his way. And then as soon as Trump got in office, he reinstated flyovers and said that's happening again. Joe Buck is taking a dig at the right here, and I almost said Joe Theismann. Troy Aikman is coming back with sarcasm, saying, "I bet that's not going to happen under Biden-Harris, partner." Like he is making a dig back at Joe Buck. They're digging one another. It's no different than what we would do in here in a break. We do it on the air and on a break. We dig at each other all the time, especially where there's a difference of an opinion. Just like we just dig back and forth about the ghost of Cat Pass, right? So I think, based on what Troy said and what I've listened to about 1,000 different talking heads on the radio and TV talk about, I think that Joe Buck was making a dig at the Republicans, and Troy Aikman came back and said, "Oh, well, I bet that won't happen under Biden and Harris," because guess what? It didn't happen under Obama. He took it away. Like, I don't see him throwing partner in there. That's a dig. Right. That's a dig.
Well, the only thing that I take some, because I watched that game. Yeah. And I heard that comment. And the new spin that came out from it's on Sports Illustrated right now, that they said, well, it didn't happen on a hot mic. It didn't take place during the game. They say that it took place during the rehearsal. Well, they don't fly those planes over just to practice before the game. It's a one-time shot. So now there's this spin going on with Aikman and them of saying that it wasn't
not
a hot mic. No, Aikman's come out and said that they feel like they were set up.
Right. Yeah. But I don't think Aikman – I think Aikman was just digging at Buck.
No, it may have been.
And it was a hot mic or whatever. The spin is not happening. I'm not excusing anybody but Aikman here.
Right.
All I'm doing is saying I don't think Troy Aikman was, first of all, that wasn't disrespectful to the military at all anyways. It was a dumb comment. Whatever he meant, it wasn't disrespectful to the military. It was disrespectful to the people that – the military is not the one that chooses to do this. Like, the president signed off on reinstating flyovers when he got into the office. So it's a dig at Donald Trump. Really, is what it boils down to. And it's a dig at Donald Trump by Joe Buck. And Troy Aikman is digging back at Kamala and Joe. Mm-hmm. And I'm not excusing anybody but Troy Aikman. I'm saying Troy Aikman in this situation, Troy Aikman, I think he is a patriot. I think he is a conservative. Now, I might not agree with everything he says, and he's a Hollywood guy. He's now that he's not a football player, he's a personality. He might as well be Hollywood, right? So there may be some liberal leanings that are taking hold on him. But what I want to I took exception with Troy Aikman's comments the first time, and because we're a show that values consistency, I'm going to come back and say I think I got it wrong. I think they were just digging at each other, and I honestly think Troy Aikman was digging at Joe Buck and Joe Buck's affinity for Biden and Harris.
And it may be.
That's what I think.
But that's one thing. My little tweak on it is, like I said, they've come out and said that it didn't happen during the game, which I heard it on live television, and then they've come out now and said that they think that someone in the truck pulled the clip on purpose and leaked it to make Buck and Aikman look bad, which was not the case.
No, and that's good. So I just wanted to clarify that. Listen, we love MyPillow. You should too. Mike Lindell is a genius. He created the best night's sleep in the history of sleep by giving you the MyPillow, and he didn't stop there. He found the world's best cotton. It's called Giza cotton. It's durable and breathable, and it will create the best night's sleep you've ever had. For listening to this show, if you go to mypillow.com/radio special, use promo code BEARD at checkout. You can get one free and free shipping. So you buy one, you get one free, and you get free shipping. You're getting two for the price of one, and you're not paying a dime to get it sent to your house. That's because MyPillow is a advertising partner of your favorite show in the morning, Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard, 800-889-7318, or again, mypillow.com/radio specials, promo code BEARD. It's the best night's sleep you'll ever have, as always, backed by a 60-day money-back guarantee and a 30-day warranty. You're missing out if you don't have them. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, Amy Coney Barrett. Amy Coney Barrett is supported by a tremendous number of Americans. This thing's getting interesting. We'll return shortly.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
Though the world is full of wonders to amaze you as you roam, some of life's greatest treasures are found very close to home.
Find your own treasures at Highway 31 Flea Market. We have it all. Lots of furniture, both painted and project pieces, along with chairs, tables, televisions, books, and so much more. Our prices are unbeatable with products you'll love. Maybe you're looking for a bed frame, or maybe some tools. You'll find a great selection right here at Highway 31 Flea Market. We also have all kinds of collectibles and antiques. Want even more deals? You can jump on board with our week-long online auctions, beginning every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's simple. You can join the auction at fleamarket.highbid.com. That's fleamarket.hibid.com. And be sure to visit us Monday through Saturday from 9 till 5 at Highway 31 Flea Market on Highway 31 South in Athens. What will you find when you shop Highway 31 Flea Market?
As you know, our friend Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of their life. He didn't stop at the MyPillow. Let me tell you something. I just got my Giza Dream bed sheets, and they are unbelievable. Mike found this cotton called Giza cotton. It's incredibly soft, super breathable, extremely durable, 60-day money back. That same money back guarantee, that same 10-year warranty that you have on that MyPillow you love so much. The first night you sleep on the Giza sheets, you will never want anything else. Let me tell you something. My son, he's 4. He knows the difference. He knows the difference. He said, Daddy, where are those soft sheets that Mr. Mikey sent me? I said, don't worry, kid, I got you. Pulled them out of the dryer, put them on there. Listen, you right now have a special offer. You will receive 2 for one low price and free shipping on the Giza Dream Sheets if you call 1-800-889-7318 or go to mypillow.com/radio specials. Use the promo code BEARD. Again, mypillow.com, radio specials, promo code BEARD.
What's better than pizza? That's right, nothing. Well, maybe except for the many ways you can eat it. I like thinner crust. Oh, and with a side of ranch. Mm-hmm.
I'll take mine with a pretty crazy assortment of toppings. Thousands. With a side of wings. Hot ones.
Pizza. It's a beautiful thing and found all over the world. But for your slice of the pie here locally, you want to try Donato's Pizza in Madison. Enjoy our famous pizzas loaded with edge-to-edge toppings, 100 slices of pepperoni, the family recipe sausage, fresh hand-cut veggies, and premium cheeses like our aged smoked provolone. You'll notice the Donato's difference. But why stop there? We also offer subs, calzones, wings, and desserts. Don't keep eating those same old leftovers. Make tonight a Donato's night with Donato's Pizza on Madison Boulevard in Madison. Call 256-772-6789. That's 772-6789. And online at Donatos.com. Donato's Pizza, where every piece is important.
Stay informed and entertained all day long. Only on WVNN.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, bold, boisterous, beautiful bearded host this morning, checking in with producer Connor, Boomer, Sandee, who everybody's here. The team is on the field. We're out here playing in the game, ready to roll. Listen here. I can't tell you guys enough about Purcell Lumber. Purcell Lumber and Custom Millwork is the only place I shop for anything I need. Do it yourself, doors, trim, custom millwork, lumber, tools, you name it, they've got it. And customer service is the name of the game at Purcell Lumber and Custom Millwork. They've got the best tool selection that I know, great prices, and when you walk in the door, you're going to have a masked, safe, socially distanced, smiling face looking you right in your eye because they won't be able to see your face and saying, what can I do to help you today? And that's just that's all. It's an art form that's been lost in this world. So give them a call today, 256-232-6320, 232-6320. Tell them the Beard sent you, and they will take fantastic care of you. We want to hear from you this morning, 866-494-9866, 866-494-WVNN. Maybe a ghost story, or you want to tell us about your cat that died and then came back as a ghost. pretty much anything that you want to hear, or we want to hear from you. So Sandee Lou Who is manning the phones and she's talking to somebody right now, and she's super excited about it. So we'd like to hear from you this morning. But while we wait for the phones to fill up, let's talk about the notorious ACB. That'd be Amy Coney Barrett.
9 a.m. this morning.
Is that the confirmation?
That's when they're going to do it. They moved it forward because the lovely, wonderful Democrats were wanting to boycott, so they've moved the time up to.
Everyone knows that's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
We all know that's happening.
That's their only move.
That's happening.
Yeah, stupid. That
is happening. So we are excited about that. But there's a poll that came out. Wow, did you hear my voice there? A poll that came out.
It's a ghost.
Politico did a poll. 51% said they should confirm. Only 28% said they should not. So if you're interested in the state of the country and you're interested in knowing our poll, is what Democrats saying real, or is it just propaganda? Are they just yapping? Yes, the answer is yes. 51% of people polled said absolutely they need to confirm, or only 28% said no. I know that's counterintuitive for a lot of you lefties listening, because I know there's a lot of you. But the people want this because, one, it's the right thing to do, and two, they want this. So I just wanted to share that. We got Sparky on line 5. Give us Sparky joining us this morning, giving Sandee a moment to get it. There we go. Sparky, bring it in here, big guy.
Hey, good morning. As usual, I'm not going to watch the debates tonight. I like to catch the highlights. The reason being is I despise being lied to, and it irritates me so greatly that there are just some people I can't stand to watch. And I thought I'd offer a primer on what it means to be a liar and what kind of liars there are. Donald Trump's not so much a liar as an exaggerator. He's a blowhard. Self-important blowhard, a very effective blowhard, and I love the man dearly. Joe Biden is a run-of-the-mill, dishonest politician. He lies perpetually, but only because the truth is nothing he can stand behind or support, because it's not in his fiber. Hillary Clinton, similarly, she's a malicious, purposeful liar. Barack Obama is a curious specimen. He's a compulsively dishonest. In other words, a pathologically dishonest person. He honestly doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. It's the way he's wired. If he wants something to be true, he says it, and it becomes true for him, and he becomes angry at you if you disagree. The news media lies outrageously without a filter because they know they're never going to be held accountable. And in that way, we can put Chuck Schumer and the pill-addicted Nancy Pelosi in the same category. But again, I can't stand to tune in and waste my time watching somebody who I know if their lips are moving, they're lying and they're insulting. And there's people that are going to vote for somebody just as demented and brain damaged as Joe Biden, and it drives me insane.
Yeah, no, you're dead right about that. You're dead right. What I do enjoy, though, is the entertainment value of the debate, because it is, it's better than any movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's crazy to me in the current political environment. Like, probably in the old days, you could say something, but there wasn't like immediate footage, or you'd made a Twitter post or something that says it, and they literally will lie about stuff that we have proof that they did exactly the opposite. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've heard the Chris Cuomo stuff's come out, where he was the big guy of, Trump's just an idiot, the whole wearing the mask, they didn't wear masks, there was a big outbreak at the, one of the talks that he did, and then now they've said, he's been fined by his apartment complex for being seen not wearing a mask, and it's just like, eventually the hypocrisy comes out, and that is very hard to watch, for sure.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
That's what I have to say about that. It's going to... Bill hates that so much.
Zach and his buttons.
I just need more than 4. That's all.
I just think you need another thing to do during the show. Just one more.
Your sarcasm is not being received well.
You're good at it though.
I understand.
Yeah.
Thanks,
buddy.
I want to help.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
a heart.
Yeah, I can tell. You're just.
I want to help.
You're just a big
He has a
helper.
heart.
Just a big helper.
I want to contribute to your success.
Oh, thanks, buddy. It's our success. It's a team effort. We're all on the field together. Okay? No one person can win or lose this game. Actually, that's not true. It is definitely. I'm interested, curious to see how many times they mute Trump versus how many times they mute. I'll definitely tune in tonight, just for a little while, anyways, to see what that looks like. But it's like you said.
I hope they mute him a lot.
The best thing they could do is just keep constantly muting him and show the world how biased they really are.
If Trump will talk about foreign policy,
yeah.
And then every time a question comes, he'll go, I would love to talk about that, but right now the big thing is this laptop. I want to talk about Hunter. That would be the best thing.
No, you're right about that. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat, Beauty and the Beast, Boomer and the Beard.
Beauty and the Beard. He's talking about Sandee.
It is the bottom of the hour. When we come back, we've got Leslie from the Southern Ghost Girls joining us. It'll be a good time. We're going to talk about the ghost of the cat. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat. This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. News starts now.
They're at it again. The directors of national intelligence and the FBI alerting Americans that Russia and Iran have obtained voter data and information and are attempting to use it to intimidate and sow chaos before Election Day. ABC's Pierre Thomas says spoofed emails claiming to be from a far-right group were sent to an unknown number of voters.
Some of the Proud Boys, an ultra-right-wing organization which critics have described as racist, have embraced Trump's re-election. A number of intelligence officials believe that framing the Proud Boys for voter intimidation would reflect poorly on President Trump.
The president and Democratic nominee Joe Biden will be on stage for the second and final presidential debate tonight in Nashville, Tennessee. This time, microphones will be muted for each candidate while the other is answering questions. And in just a few hours, the Senate Judiciary Committee will vote on whether to advance the Supreme Court nomination of Amy Coney Barrett. The full Senate is expected to take up a full vote next week. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
My great-great-aunt Bertha May had certain words she would not let us say at the dinner table. Nowadays, if you're a government contractor, CMMC is one of those words. Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification. It's where you've got to be in the DoD world if you want to bid and win government contracts. 256-975-4758. My friends at Simple Helix, look, they're not afraid, and they can show you a cost-effective path to becoming CMMC compliant. What that means, they're going to help you navigate the process. They're going to make a plan, and they're going to get you to those big government contracts you need. Give my friends at Simple Helix a call today at 256-975-4758. That's 975-4758. Tell them the Beard sent you.
Remember being in your favorite sport clips, getting set for that great MVP haircut experience? Yeah. How about if we made that wait even shorter? Now, with Sport Clips On Deck text alerts, when you check in online or with our app, we'll text you a 15-minute heads up when it's time to head in. And when you're the next man up, you'll get another text to come take your seat. Less wait time, more prime time. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
When people walk through our doors, they all see something different.
A treehouse.
Our dream home.
Our cabin in the woods.
A new golf course community.
When you have every conceivable building material imaginable in place, the possibilities are limitless.
Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop. Let us bring your home improvement project to life. The best products and name brands in residential and commercial building supplies. From lumber to Benjamin Moore paints, DeWalt tools, custom millwork, doors, and more. Looking for something specific? Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to make sure you find the products you need to complete your home projects. Pay a visit today to Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop on Clinton Street in Athens and online at PurcellLumberandMillShop.com. Or for questions, give us a call at 256-232-6320. Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop in Athens, where builders, remodelers, and home improvement specialists come to shop.
When the Senate Judiciary Committee finished their Amy Coney Barrett hearings, progressives melted down when Democrat ranking member Dianne Feinstein hugged the chairman, Lindsey Graham, and praised him for conducting a fair hearing. Livid Democrats called for her head. They fumed. The committee Democrats didn't put up much of a fight to stop Judge Barrett. Progressives demanded that Democrat leaders conduct an intervention and throw her elderly ass off the committee. Now, less than a week later, The Hill reports that the dump DiFi effort is going nowhere. The entire Senate Democrat caucus would have to vote her out, and the votes just aren't there. Such a move would require Chuck U. Schumer's blessing, and he does not have the guts to go after DiFi. Ain't no way. Dick Turbin, who'd be in line for her job, says he's not interested. If Democrats win the Senate, Turbin wants to be a leader, number 2 guy behind Chuck U. So once again, progressives have challenged the Democrat Party old guard, and they've come up with the losing hand. These young Democrats get a lot of press attention. They generate headlines, but when the rubber meets the road, or Jeffrey Toobin, they've kicked to the curb, and they've thrown under the bus, and they're ignored by the elderly statesmen who run the party. And that's life. The up-and-comers are never given power. They're going to have to win it, just like elsewhere in life. More than 75% of identity theft victims who had accounts opened in their name did not find out that they had been victimized from their bank or credit card company. Don't be like them. Get LifeLock identity theft protection. LifeLock sees certain threats that you could miss if you're only monitoring your credit and bank statements. Plus, if you are a victim of identity theft, a U.S.-based LifeLock restoration specialist dedicated to your case will work to fix it. Now, no one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock looks out for you. They constantly monitor transactions in the billions each week, looking for evidence your identity's been stolen and is being used without your permission. Join LifeLock now. Save 25% off your first year. Call 800-440-4833. Go to LifeLock.com. Use my name, Rush, as the promo code. That's LifeLock.com, promo code Rush, for 25% off.
Where Alabama talks. WVNN. Depend on it.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat with Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. We are super excited. I know Sandee's super excited. To bring Leslie in from the Southern Ghost Girls. Leslie, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm up and at it already. I've got a big weekend ahead of me with lots of events going on.
Yes, you do.
So I'm up and at it.
So tell us a little bit. So Leslie Ann is the you're the founder and the team leader of the Southern Ghost Girls and Paranormal Investigations. And you guys you investigate homes, historical landmarks, museums, and other places in the southern United States that are known to have or have had a history of unexplained happenings and paranormal phenomena. That's straight from the website. Is that a fair? That's what you do, huh?
Yes, we are a team of professional ladies. Every one of us on the team. I'm a State Farm insurance agent. We've got an attorney on the team, an engineer, a journalist, ophthalmologist. We're a team of professional ladies. So we have regular day jobs, but at night we do these fun, interactive, paranormal investigations. I guess you could call us Ghostbusters.
Hey, who you gonna call?
But,
Ghostbusters.
I know.
Have you ever asked a ghost? Have you ever asked a ghost named Jake what he's wearing?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, the ghost of Jake. He's up all night, 24 hours, ready to help people.
The khaki
here at
ghost.
State Farm.
So before we dive into
Yes,
this weekend's happenings, we need to ask you a question. Our very own Sandee Lou Who was telling us about a ghost encounter that she had earlier, or I guess in a past home that she lived in, and she had a cat that unfortunately passed away, and she felt like she had an interaction with the ghost of the cat. Is that something that is possible?
Just my own personal experience, I do believe it is. Now, I believe that a spirit can, at once a cat passes or a human passes, I believe they can stay here for just a little bit because so many people have had signs of their loved ones visiting, odd occurrences. But the same thing actually with the cat happened to me. Me and my son actually were true witnesses. It was the night that my cat passed away. And I literally said, I just wish I could hear his cute meow one last time. And we were very sad. And both of us were just sitting in the bed and we heard distinctively his meow.
Aww.
And my son goes, did you just hear that? And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was cricket. That just happened.
So here's,
but yes, it can. I do believe it can happen because all living creatures, all of God's creatures, we all have souls.
I'm sure you're littered with many stories like that.
Okay.
Oh, boomer.
Sorry, I had to get that one in.
And here's the biggest thing right here. The biggest thing that Zach is missing is that it wasn't just the cat that I was freaked. I mean, I wasn't freaked out about the cat orb at all. It was the figure that walked in behind the couch and turned and went to my daughter's room.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you've had multiple things happen there.
Yes, and it's out in an area where, like, during a war, I can't even remember. I think it might have been the Civil War.
Yep.
Where it was just like there were tons of soldiers out there, tons of campsites out that way, and there were tons of deaths out there.
Mm.
And they were hunting cats?
Stop it, Boomer. See, they make fun of me all the time. I mean, come on.
I'm just trying to get the story together. The cat hunting Civil War veteran.
Hey,
I
Boomer.
get it. I'm here. I'm with
Boomer.
Yes, we do investigations, and we actually lead tours where people can come and have a paranormal experience in a safe environment. And we do lead tours. We use electronic equipment, and we do get a lot of activity, especially places that have a lot of Civil War activity, unrest. And Alabama is really a big, we get a lot of Native Americans.
Yes.
Come across, like some of the, because they had wars and everything before we settled here. But yeah, there could definitely be something there. People are just constantly saying, I saw this, I saw that. It's unexplainable. And I think people used to not talk about these occurrences, even just 10 years ago, but it's becoming so much more mainstream, and people are able to talk about seeing these things. But definitely Civil War battlegrounds and things like that are hot spots.
Leslie, is there something that you can do for me when you have this event and Zach, that's Zach's brother, Jack. When you have this, when you're asking the questions, because you'll ask if they have a name, or can you ask if the individual has a beard?
I will. I can ask that. Yes.
Yes, because we want to know. Because if Zach has a bearded ghost in his building, that's going to be huge.
Yeah. Okay, so listen. I mean, look. I love this. I love the conversation. But let's make sure we got to talk about the event. I mean, the event this Saturday at Gray and Holt. You guys are coming to downtown Athens. You're going to be investigating my building down on the square, the Gray and Holt building, and there are tickets still available. So the tickets are. What do they cost, and where can they buy them?
Okay, yes, they're $30. You can go into the Southern Ghost Girls Facebook page, or the Athens Limestone Tourism Association page, and just click on the link there.
So for everyone listening, we will put those links out on our social media pages for you guys to have access to them. And Leslie, I know we talked yesterday about, I was sending over a couple of people from our team. Sandee has asked if she can be like an honorary ghost girl for a night.
Yes, we will proudly let her be an honorary ghost girl.
Excellent.
Hang out with me. But,
oh my gosh!
So
like I would be so excited. I'm going to be doing tons of selfies of us. Like, I'm just saying.
You're going to get more promotional. You're going to get more promotional material out of that than anything else we could have done for you.
I am so super stoked. You just have no idea how you have made my day. And the girls at the salon today are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, Sandee, just shut up."
Sandee.
Well, be ready, because it's going to be a really fun time. But be ready to kind of be just like, did that just happen?
Okay.
People that come to the tours, they're just like, I can't believe I'm actually seeing this. We have some pretty good evidence that we do capture that people come in as skeptics. I believe you're a believer, but they come in as skeptics and they leave going, okay.
She's talking to me, Sandee. She's talking to me, the skeptic.
I was telling the guys earlier, like, I'm on the fence. Like, I believe that it could possibly happen, but at the same time, I'm just sort of like, maybe not, So I'm on the fence about it. I mean, I've seen the video of, like I said, that figure walking in and then going over to my daughter's room. That really freaked me out. But that's really the only kind of experience that I've really had, besides, having the Holy Spirit come down and,
Yes, and those two things work
Right.
very well together. So we are.
Come out, everybody come out and join us.
We
It's gonna
definitely want
help
to
raise money
encourage.
for the tourism.
We want to encourage you guys to join the Athens Limestone Tourism Association as well as the Southern Ghost Girls. Leslie, thank you so much for joining us this morning. If you guys, we will make sure that, Leslie, you get a copy of this interview so that you can put it out on your social media and make sure that everyone knows what's going on. But like we said, we will link to the tickets on our social media pages. Hometown Heartbeat with Zach Walker on Facebook. You guys will be able to get your tickets and join Leslie and the Southern Ghost Girls for a paranormal investigation of the Gray and Holt building in downtown Athens this Saturday night. Let's go to a break. When we come back, we've got one more segment, and we're so excited to conclude this wonderful day with you guys. Again, Leslie, thank you so much. Good luck this weekend. We hope you guys have a great time. Be sure to get out and join the Southern Ghost Girls Saturday night at Gray and Holt in downtown Athens.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
As you know, our friend Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of their life. He didn't stop at the MyPillow. Let me tell you something. I just got my Giza Dream bed sheets, and they are unbelievable. Mike found this cotton called Giza cotton. It's incredibly soft, super breathable, extremely durable, 60-day money back. That same money back guarantee, that same 10-year warranty that you have on that MyPillow you love so much. The first night you sleep on the Giza sheets, you will never want anything else. Let me tell you something. My son, he's 4. He knows the difference. He knows the difference. He said, Daddy, where are those soft sheets that Mr. Mikey sent me? I said, don't worry, kid, I got you. Pulled them out of the dryer, put them on there. Listen, you right now have a special offer. You will receive 2 for 1 low price and free shipping on the Giza Dream Sheets if you call 1-800-889-7318 or go to mypillow.com/radio specials. Use the promo code BEARD. Again, mypillow.com, radio specials, promo code BEARD.
In any home, cabinets are an instrumental part of your design. So, when you open your current cabinets, what instrument do they play? Wouldn't you rather they sounded like this? They can. It just takes one call to us.
Cabinet Express Online, North Alabama's premier cabinet supplier. Whether you want a complete custom kitchen or some of our RTA line, at Cabinet Express Online, you will get the most value out of your hard-earned money every time. Are you looking for framed or frameless? Either way, in no time at all, your dream kitchen can be a reality. And the only place you should trust to bring that dream to life is Cabinet Express Online. Schedule your free design consultation today with Cabinet Express Online. Call 256-289-7355. That's 289-7355. And online at CabinetExpressOnline.com. Design your custom kitchen today with Cabinet Express Online.
Friendship Church Harvest Fest is this weekend at our 3 campuses. Saturday, our North Campus in Elkmont will have a drive-through trunk-or-treat from 5 to 7 p.m. Our Cambridge campus in East Limestone will have games, food, and inflatable trunk-or-treat and more from 6 to 8 p.m. On Sunday, our main campus on Lucas Ferry Road will have games, inflatable food, live music from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. This is a safe and fun event for the whole family. Visit friendshipumc.org for more information.
You go as hard as you can. And then a little harder.
Come on. And it was like I stepped funny, you know? Mm-hmm. And I could barely walk on it.
Okay, let's take a look.
At Lang Chiropractic, we'll help your sports performance and your overall health by improving your range of motion, flexibility, relieving inflammation, and so much more. Focusing to improve your health and wellness in all areas of your life. Whether you're having trouble with back pain, neck pain, or just want to start feeling better when you wake up in the morning, Dr. David Lang is focused on a whole person approach, finding those underlying causes and creating a personalized plan for your individual needs. Schedule your visit by calling 256-444-1600. That's 444-1600. At Lang Chiropractic on Highway 72 East in Athens in the Publix Shopping Center. Visit us online at langchiropracticcenter.com. Lang Chiropractic, we've got your back. Come see us today.
It's your news now. WVNN. Depend on it.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat. 10 minutes to the top of the hour. I am Zach Walker, your big, bold, boisterous, beautiful bearded host here on Boomer and the Beard. Sandee Lou, producer Connor, joining us this morning. We're running wide open, and as you just heard, if you missed the last segment, you need to go back and make sure you get it in the podcast app. We really need to make sure we're getting you guys over to thehometownheartbeat.com. Make sure you're clicking on, engaging with us on YouTube, engaging on us with YouTube, Facebook, social media, and definitely the podcast. If you like this show, if you want to keep hearing this show, the podcast is one great way to show your support. Make sure you subscribe and listen to the archives. Look, not everybody wakes up at 5 in the morning. We get it. We don't like it either, but we're here. And so you need to be listening to our show on a daily basis by joining the podcast. The podcast platform is the best way to get our archive shows every single day, sent straight to your phone. Friendship United Methodist Church. We always take our son to this event, and we're so excited to be able to partner with John David Crow, and he is the guy that brought you the fashion show through Cotton Row Productions and Innovative Media Pros. They are hosting their annual Harvest Fest this weekend. We will be there. Sandee will be there. I will be there. I doubt Connor's going to dress up in trunk or treat, but maybe, you never know. And Boomer may make an appearance if we pull on his leg hard enough. Friendship's annual Harvest Fest is fun for the whole family. It is a free event for the community. They're having it at all campuses. North Campus at 5, the Cambridge campus at 6, and the Lucas Ferry campus will be a drive-in, correct? Or no, I'm sorry, not Lucas Ferry. The North Campus will be a drive-in.
Yeah. So they're on different days too. So
North Campus and Cambridge are Saturday, and
yes.
The Lucas Ferry is Sunday.
Yes.
So
yes.
Saturday, join the North Campus at 5 p.m., the Cambridge campus at 6 p.m., and then on Sunday, you can join the Lucas Ferry campus at 4:30 p.m. So it's going to be a big event.
Yeah, Cambridge is our newest campus, and it is
beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous
Yeah.
out there. Yeah, it is so beautiful and so rich with history, too.
Hay rides, s'mores, games, hamburgers, hot dogs, candy, you name it.
It's so much fun.
It's going to be a blast. We do it every year.
Now, are you going to dress up?
Yes, I'm going to be a bearded radio host.
Really? That's so original. Can I be a bearded
the bearded
host
lady
too?
from the circus. Yes,
I think you need
absolutely.
to dress up as Zach.
With the mask? Can I have your bearded mask?
Absolutely, you can.
Ha ha ha. I'm going to be Zach Walker.
There you go.
I got it.
All you have to do is not have a heart.
On occasion.
Hurt me, Sandy. You cut me deep.
No, you have. I said that you're like a big teddy bear.
You cut me deep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I spent an entire break in the bathroom in tears.
I thought I was wondering where you went.
Yeah, well, now you know.
I'm sorry. You're the true dude, man.
The true
like
dude.
You are.
866-494-9866. 866-494-WVNN. If you've got something to add to the show today, we would love to hear from you. Again, that's 866-494-9866. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about tonight. Hey, let's do an over-under on how many times Donald Trump gets muted. Okay? How about this? For a shirt, I'm going to set the over-under number at 11.5. There it is. Over or under 11.5 times Donald Trump gets muted. I think that's a solid number. 11.5 times, which means you would have to get a dozen. You have to get 12 times to win a free T-shirt. 1-866-494-9866. If you want to get your vote in, give us a call. Over under 11.5 times Donald Trump is muted. 30-second phone calls. We will end the call after 30 seconds. No more than that. But we want to hear from you. Will it be over or under? If you get it right, we'll send you a T-shirt. 1-866-494-9866. I know some of you are still waiting for a shirt. It's on the way at some point, I promise. I'm just terrible at doing the mail. All right, we've got somebody on the line. Sandy, go ahead and put them on line 4. Let's go ahead and get line 4 in here. I don't have a name yet. That's okay. Let's just get them started and see. Over, under 11.5 times on the mute, or Donald Trump. Will he be muted 11.5 times? Over or under? Line 4, go ahead. You're on.
Hello?
Yes, sir. That's you. You're on the radio.
Okay, this is John from Elkmont.
Hey, John.
I'm gonna say 7.
Over
I'm
or
gonna
under
say
11.5 times?
Under.
Under 11.5 times. Okay, that's a bold prediction.
Okay. I had called. Maybe need some other time to talk about this item in history. I've read lately, and it's really been enthusing.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that at another time, John. We've got a bunch of calls stacked up to pick our over and under on, or we don't. The calls went away. We're having issues with our phone. Go ahead, John. You have 30 seconds. Hit me with this other item in history.
Okay, this is about a young slave girl that lived in George Washington's plantation. Her name was Ona Judge. She was a seamstress for Martha Washington. And so when Washington would go back to Philadelphia, which was our original capital, they would take Ona with them. But Pennsylvania had passed a law, you can't keep anti-slavery laws. What about a visitor? Well, you can come and you can keep them with you for 30 days, and then you've got to trade out or leave. So Ona came with them and escaped, went to New Hampshire, and worked hard as Rick split wood and worked as a maid and other things. And she came late in her life, and people asked her, said, you had a real cushy job with Marshall Washington. And she said, you had to work hard up here in New Hampshire to make a living. And here's the American spirit I love. This is a former slave. Said, I would rather work hard and be free than to have a cushy job and be somebody else's slave. I love it. I just think that's the American spirit. And this is from a young black woman who was a slave in Washington's home.
Thank you for the call, John. Her name was on a plantation. Oh my God. See what I did there? That was a good one. 1-866
on another subject.
866-494-9866. Over or under 11.5 times Donald Trump gets muted. John from Elkmont took an under. I'm going to take the over.
I think that's a strong, over strong.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Because
Have you listened to our president?
Well, but I think he's going to get muted, and I think he's going to get very frustrated. And if it goes to over 11 times it gets muted, it could be maybe in excess. It'll make Trump look bad. But I think if he gets it under 11, it'll be like, man, they were kind of crappy to him. He needs to.
Yeah, well, they've been crappy to him for 4 years.
I agree. So
11.5 times. We'll put that out on Facebook. Over or under 11.5 times. We are running out of time today, but we will put that out on Facebook. Make sure you interact with us via Facebook to get your name in the mix here. We got some calls coming in here in the final seconds to try to work through them. We may not be able to get to them all, but Sandy, just go ahead and run through those calls. Let's get them in here. Over or under, and then on to the next one. We got call. So the game we're playing right now is over under 11.5. Line 2, go ahead. Over or under 11.5. Hello, you sir, that are listening right now. Yep, that's you. There it is. Over under 11.5.
I understand that they're going to be muting them every time. So how's this going to work?
Oh,
well, I see what you're saying. I mean, how many times are they going to cut him off? Oh, we're out of time. Over or under, how many times are they going to cut him off? 11.5 times. Okay. Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard. This has been our Thursday morning edition?
Yes.
Yeah, Thursday morning edition. The debate is tonight. Be sure to go to our Facebook to get your over or under in to win a T-shirt. We will be back tomorrow. We love you. Have a great day.